buka pintu, ada anjing gonggong beta Oh buka pintu, ada ujang beta basa
Hello, Baba and Nyonya. For this month, our chakap video, let me introduce our new member, a very special member, Miss Ida Chee, and then of course our new editor for our Peranakan magazine, Emeric. I think most of them have seen Emeric, but recently he has taken up this new job and is doing very well.
Thank you, Peggy.
Yeah. Okay. So first I let Ida to tell us more about your background being Peranakan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thanks Peggy. It's nice having all of you here today. I'm Ida and originally from Melaka and 11th generation. We have been there since 1689. Wow. So currently we are based in Singapore. Family businesses are all here since the late 1800s.
I didn't know the generation is...
Yeah.
So you're the 11th generation?
Yeah, we are the 11th generation. We have been there since, as I mentioned, 1689. And we are here since my great-great-grandfather, Mr Chee Swee Cheng, started his business running OCBC here in Singapore. I live on Heeren Street in Melaka, the main Millionaire Row. My family has been staying there since the good old days. And I think for myself and my family and my siblings, we are the last generation staying on that street. Most of the houses there has been converted to either restaurants or hotel. And we have very memorable experience living down the road. And I've recently also opened a restaurant just across my place, giving our best food, our best Peranakan cuisine to remind us of our culture and our identity in terms of Peranakan culture and especially food, right, which is very close to our hearts as Peranakan. We are losing this identity of having our own cuisine that we are always reminded of our grandparents, right, and our mothers. Our uncle and auntie who is always there in the kitchen with the chongpos, everybody trying their best to produce their whatever that is best on the table, and nothing compares to what we have at home, and we are trying to recreate that in my restaurant today.
And what's the name of the restaurant?
It's called Peranakan Mansion.
And it's in a heritage building.
It is. Yeah. We have started, or I have started a business coincidentally during COVID, right? Because we were all at home not doing anything except playing mahjongs. So one day the chef knocked on the door and said, Ida, you've got this place and it's vacant today. Let's start something new together. Right?
So now it's already how many years?
2020. Yeah. And we started the place, and we are lucky to say that we are running it successfully. And most recently, we have been invited here to Singapore to One Flower Hill Sentosa for their Peranakan Reimagine program.
Yes, and you kindly invited both of us. We were there.
Yes.
Having said that, the first dish, the appetizer, so you have a few things there, right?
Yeah.
I just tried the first item, first piece. It's just out of the world. Not because, you know, you are in front of me.
Yes.
Then I turned to you, right? You said, did you try this? I said, yes, it's fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. The food is
Thank
very
you.
good. Yeah.
There is no substitute for authenticity.
Yeah, thank you very much. So if I want to tell this back to the chef will be over the moon. But of course, he has been in this business for a long time. Right? I think this is his third restaurant since I got to know him. Right? And he promised to deliver whatever my grandmother has created for me.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
So
maybe we can do something together, maybe tip us?
Yes, of course. Yeah, anything.
But it's a secret, we do it
Yeah.
Then
we will not do any more announcement.
No
announcement.
Yeah. Good.
But we will be happy to be invited back to Singapore, right? Especially to be amongst the Peranakan members.
Yeah.
I look forward to eating the food again.
Okay. Yeah. We will come out with a better menu this time, right?
Yeah. Thank you, Ida. Anything else you want to add?
On behalf of my family, I just say that we are proudly Peranakans, right? Being the 11th generations and moving down the road, many of my siblings Kelly has married Scottish. Jasmine and myself, we are not married, but we are very proud of our identity. Like Lin, my younger sister, she has married a Hainanese. So, and Tony married a Hokkien. So, this culture is slowly diluting, and we are worried in the long term. How are we going to keep this identity together and to make sure we are still Peranakan no matter where we are?
Yes. So then we open our both arms that you work harder with your sister Jasmine as a member to get more involved with our events and all the program, because our purpose of this organization or this association is to keep the culture alive and keep the heritage alive. So that we need more of you, some Peranakan like you all, who has all the history, before, and you can always contribute to do something, be it sort of writing to maybe like we had our Turkey, the lesson morning we advertised, but by 3:30 also out.
Okay.
So we will do again, for Turkey,
Or maybe next time I can get my chef here and we can do some cooking presentation.
Yes,
or anything that links us back to our culture.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We've got a lot of work to do.
yes.
Now, Emeric,
Yes,
tell us more about your plan in the magazine.
Well, can I just start by saying it's really a pleasure to meet someone like Ida, who is from, likewise like me, from a so-called relatively, I would say, younger generation of Peranakans. And we share the pride in our culture, and we want to certainly continue promoting and preserving the culture.
Yes.
So on my part, I find myself a little bit of an oddity. For me, I was raised by my paternal grandparents, they were Peranakan, and they spoke Baba Malay between themselves. So I grew up listening to it. I can kind of understand the gist of it, but I certainly will never say that I'm fluent in it myself, because they spoke to me in English, right? My grandma was from CHIJ, my grandfather was from ACS, so they could speak to me in British English, proper British English at the point. Unfortunately, they both passed away when I was still quite young. When I hit 18 and 20, they both passed away. So when Mr. Alan Cole, who is one of the past vice presidents, who is a good friend of mine, said, "Why don't you join the association?" For me, it was the chance to find a way to reconnect with this part of the culture that I never fully got to interrogate my grandparents about before they passed on. So that was a wonderful process of discovery for me as a younger person. But coming into the association, I recognized and realized over the years the challenges that I am, as I said, a bit of an oddity, because I was that young in my early 20s when I joined the association and was even invited to sit in the general committee at the time. So I was with the general committee for 10 years. I was also taking an active part in the magazine, both as a contributor and then later on under Linda Chee, as an assistant editor. Yes. So hopefully you will agree that I still remain relatively youthful. I do have history with the association for about 20 years now. So that's why I find myself a bit of an oddity. But I want to say also to Peggy and also to the GC, to thank them very much for their vote of confidence in now appointing me editor of the magazine. And I seek everyone's understanding, because all of us are volunteers. For myself, I certainly work full-time. Hence, we've had to transit the magazine. Finances and the ability to finance the magazine is one thing, but also in terms of time, energy, resources, and bandwidth, the editorial committee always remains constantly stretched. So we found that the most efficient way to take the magazine forward is to transit it for now to an online digital publication, which I'm proud to say, thanks to the editorial committee's efforts. I have to name John Lee, Joanne Low, editorial secretariat Eunice Yap, and as well as, of course, outgoing editor, my predecessor, Brian Tan, before me, for all of their very hard work and support in seeing this transition through. Over the past 1 year, we have redesigned the magazine's interface so that it is a lot more engaging and a lot more in line, I think, with the branding and the positioning of the Peranakan Association. I'm happy to share that we relaunched this magazine online with its new look at the start of this month, September. So I do encourage everyone to go on, have a look. The URL is peranakan.org.sg/The Peranakan Magazine. We aim to upload a new feature every week or so. And for myself, I'm aiming, of course, with this new format, to reach out to a new generation of Peranakans. We were very heartened along the way, because we've had interest from different quarters. First of all, back in 2008, of course, the first opening of the Peranakan Museum, and that coincided nicely with the first Little Nyonya series. So that drove up interest one notch, both within the region locally as well as from the Chinese market.
And the kebaya.
And the kebayas, absolutely. Yeah. And then right now the Peranakan Museum has gone through a revamp. Likewise, the magazine has also gone through a revamp. So what I'm hoping is that to continue to see this flourishing of the culture, certain things, of course, will be a little bit difficult to keep alive. I do know that fluent speakers of Baba Malay are in very short supply now. But we continue to evolve, and for me the most important thing is value transmission. That is something that is precious, that is something that's priceless, that's something that we certainly cannot lose. So in that respect, I'm honored to serve as the editor of the magazine, and hopefully you will enjoy reading the articles that we continue to put out online. But also, back to the point about bandwidth, we are staffed for volunteers. So this is an appeal. If any members or anyone wishes to volunteer to contribute to the magazine, whether as a writer, as a photographer, or they have a point of view to share, please send in, feel free to write to me directly, editor@peranakan.org.sg. I do look forward to hearing from you, whether it's in the form of contributions, feedback, criticism. Please send them all in to us. I also need to thank our long-time advertisers and our long-time readers for their support. We owe all our success really to you.
Thank you, Emeric. Thank you. You really have one photographer, GC member, Francesca, who is now doing the video for us. She can help you in
Yes, we are very grateful to Francesca and to James and the team for all of the media support as well. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I think we'll see each other next month with the other guests that I invite.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.